A mass exodus, frantic, the fearful flocking, the wise with them. No gas, all brakes. We have a very stressful, potentially dangerous situation unfolding here in the Tampa Bay area. This is St. Petersburg, and what you're looking at is just a little bit of a slice of the mass amount of people trying to evacuate out of the Tampa Bay area. All of the arterial roads, the interstates, the main highways out of Tampa Bay are jam-packed as people are fleeing. They're trying to escape the path of Hurricane Milton. And what they're coming across are gas stations like this, closed. They do not have gas left. And so these pumps have all been wrapped with saran wrap. What that does, it helps protect the screens, the electronics from hurricane force-driven rain. They also even have the nozzles zip-tied to the machine so they don't flop around in the winds as well. But these are wrapped a day and a half before likely any impacts from Hurricane Milton that could be felt here in St. Petersburg, because the folks here at the gas station say that they don't expect any more gas being delivered here ahead of the hurricane.
I'll leave at 2:30 in the morning. I'll leave at 2:33 in the morning because all this will kind of die down, but we don't have diesel. So every time I come down here, we already kind of know because we do so much cat work. I normally travel with at least 20 gallons. I brought this from Atlanta. I didn't just try to hoard gas. Yeah. So we always come down with at least enough diesel to get back home, or at least to get back over the line, no matter where it is.
Among the masses moving out, the contractors who rushed in to help rebuild after Hurricane Helene.
A total mess. Can't believe I'm showing it to you. Normally it's really organized.
Are packing up too. When they return, they'll face an even bigger mess.
Just go ahead and evacuate to something higher above sea level. It's the best thing that you can do right now.
Same nightmare, new storm. Milton's bearing down, forcing millions to ask themselves the ultimate question: stay or go? It's not as obvious as you might expect.
No, I would rather be with my boat than not with it, because if I'm not here, I don't know what's going to happen to it. But if I'm here, I mean, I know I'll survive. If the boat goes down, I can swim. But I'm not going to go somewhere else and leave the boat here, because this is everything I own right now. I mean, I can't afford to give it up. Social Security cut my Social Security check off in June, said I'm no longer disabled. I don't know what that means. So they cut my check off. Now I have no income. So if I lose this boat, then I'm back on the street again, and I'm not going to do that.
Jay already refused to abandon ship during Hurricane Helene.
How high did the water get during Helene?
It got to about an inch below the top of the pillar, or the pylon right there.
What was that experience like?
I slept through it.
He's even become sort of a local social media celebrity, with people coming to check in on him. A strange kind of fame, but people do care.
Are you concerned for Jay?
I mean, yeah, I come and check on him every day and brought him a bunch of clothes and food and stuff, water. But I mean, he doesn't want to leave his boat, which I understand. I've tried to like help him get the hotel and stuff, and I started GoFundMe on TikTok that got like $7,000, which I'm gonna be giving him the money soon once it transfers in. But yeah, I mean, I've tried to help him like get to him a safe place. He just doesn't really want to do that. So
It's a little mess. Please
No,
forgive the mess.
it's you got it pretty well organized, actually.
Well, organization is my thing.
A lot better than me.
Something else.
And so this is where you'll like camp out some food. You have supplies here.
I sit here, I sleep here, and everything on that side. I got my stove there. I have a box cooler that I have my food in. I got a regular cooler for cold stuff right there. And up in the front where it's too shallow to actually go in there, I use that for storage for my clothes and whatnot.
And where's your water?
Water, in those boxes.
I mean, the ideal thing is to get him into a hotel, which people, like a ton of people have been offering. So if we can convince him to put the boat somewhere else and just get him in a hotel, I think that would be the most ideal thing.
I just go to sleep. Every time I got into trouble and I pray to God and I just talk to him, but he always told me, go to sleep, it'll be all right in the morning. I go to sleep, I wake up and it's always better in the morning.
Do you plan on sleeping for Milton?
Oh yeah. I mean, once the boat's over the water and the wind's hitting me on the nose, the boat's going to be steady, it's going to be in that direction, and the only thing I got to worry about is the wind blowing me around a little bit and the tide going up. I'm not concerned.
At least Jay doesn't have to worry about sandbags.
Guys, back up, there's more coming. You gotta leave room, there's enough sand for everybody. Relax and back up.
So you have St. Pete Police on sand patrol, like literally having to direct people away from the pile of sand because there's so many people that are just desperate to get their bags. So it's like he's directing traffic, but it's people with their shovels and their sandbags waiting to fill up what they can. couple of things happening here. You just had Hurricane Helene, which brought in record storm surge to the Tampa Bay area, here in St. Petersburg in particular. And we're basically in the middle of the cone for the next hurricane, Milton. That has motivated people in a way that I've never seen here in St. Petersburg. People are lining up like it's Black Friday for sandbags. They're trying to get their allotment and trying to protect what they had. They just had the example of Hurricane Helene, and so they know that they are vulnerable.
I lost my girlfriend here, but she's somewhere. Oh, there she is. She's struggling. We're just filling up as much as we can, you know?
Yeah. Have you guys ever done sandbagging before?
No, never. Definitely acting on the side of precaution though, you know, so.
Well, I mean, you just saw what happened.
Yeah, we can. I mean, this is right outside of our apartment. This is our apartment complex. So.
Just piles of trash.
Yeah.
How did you guys fare the last storm? You said there was water close to you, but it wasn't.
It just entered our building. I'll show you the water line maybe.
Yeah,
that's.
Oh, okay.
But so it just made it in, and we're definitely going to prepare the same way with them this time.
Oh yeah.
Did you have water the last storm?
The water, yeah.
How bad was it, Helene, for you?
Stingy or it's a bitter bull. And 2 hurricanes. Oh, well, my family.
Yeah.
Thank you.
¿Tienes miedo?
Mucho miedo.
Me too.
Jacket from Argentina.
Sweater from Peru.
Sweater from Peru.
All the expensive clothes you have?
Jacket from Argentina. Purse from Turkey. Purse from Spain. Purses from Mexico.
And all the important documents and my hard drives
Yes.
are going with you.
Yes. Yeah. Green card. Phone from Mexico. Cars from Mexico.
And for the first time, I'm left to wonder, what will my wife come home to? What will I come home to?
It's kind of crazy. I've never seen my neighbor Dave boarding up his house and tying down his trees before, but Hurricane Milton's serious. If you look on an evacuation map in Pinellas County in St. Petersburg, there's 2 islands in a worst case scenario the storm surge could create, and this neighborhood is on one of those islands. So that's why we're actually not in one of those mandatory evacuation zones that they talk about, but there's a high likelihood that storm surge could cut this area off from the rest of Florida. So, I mean, I sent my wife out of town with all the important documents and hard drives that I have. And then I had to go through my house and document everything, every item, just in case I do have to make an insurance claim. And that's all you can do. We have to wait to see where the storm goes, but there's the potential this could be the most catastrophic hurricane to ever hit our home here in Tampa Bay. And so I just hope that we all remember items and things aren't important, people are. And so please, if you can, and you are here, get out of the path. It's just not worth it. Whatever will be left will be here when you get back.